Alright, give me a moment. I'm gonna be setting these timers and everything.
Yeah, go for it. I already shut the music off, so we're good there. Yeah. I was telling Werewolf over there that I didn't participate in any of the days. Just not feeling comfortable. Yo. Sure. Yeah. Alright. Oh my god. It's so funny how your Rainbow Dash avatar is like just, you know, your head is just like laying on the table and just looking directly at Werewolf. Those big gas eyes. There's a cup over here. Not drinking any coffee or anything like that tonight. Instead, we got a nice little bit of tea here. It's a little sweet in the morning. Earlier.
Okay. All right, we are ready to go. We are ready to go live with this podcast today. So, today's topic, I do believe we're going to be doing some other stuff, but let's get it on. Hello, everybody. Welcome on into the WBDV Podcast. My name is Werewolf, and I am here with my wonderful two amazing co-hosts, Blaze Batar, and the other one, Dr. Detroit.
Hello there, folks.
So today's episode...
We're back here once again.
Yes, today's episode, we're going to be doing a little bit of an introductory episode. I know last episode we really didn't do the intros as well as we should. Going to go around tell y'all a little bit about ourselves and how we met a little bit. I will be going first. First, let's get rid of this ad coming up. So
it's funny. It's funny. I'm glad we're doing this because you know what? You're right. In the first episode that we did, we kind of just skidooed right into it without saying who the hell we were, and now we're going to answer the question. Well,
who the hell are we here? Who the hell are we?
Exactly. So yeah, Werewolf, hit us.
So, as many of you know who have been a long-time viewer of this channel, my name is Rise of the Werewolf. I've been here for quite a while. My very first stream was back in August of 2015, I want to say. Let's say that's how old my channel is. I could definitely make sure of that real quick. My account was created in June of 2014, but I have been streaming since 2015. This podcast thing we have been doing, we've just now started doing quite a bit a couple of weeks ago. It's been quite a bit, been almost 10 years. I mean, that's fair. I met these two wonderful people. I met Blaze last year around February. Kind of just had a great friendship, bud immediately out of it. And a nice relationship as well. He's going to be blushing about that one. I met Doctor at the turn of the new year this year when I was doing my 28-hour plus New Year's Eve stream. I'm not gonna ignore your bad comics, Jacoby. You know why? Because you're gonna be part of this podcast episode today too. Nice. We do have some viewer participation on these podcasts. So these podcasts always go live first before they are actually put on the podcast sites.
But yeah, that's right. Actually, I do remember meeting you when you were doing your thing, and I think it was because that Blaze introduced me to you, and I believe that's how the connection went, because I met Blaze, I believe in the Virtual Limbs, at one of the Virtual Limbs events, I believe, but don't quote me on that.
I think so.
Yeah, because you were the Zebratar. You were the Zebratar that I made friends with when I first joined the Virtual Limbs thing.
Yeah. It was either that or Would You Rather.
Would You Rather is where I met a lot of people, to be honest. But
yeah,
it's also where a lot of people met me.
No,
that's true. That's very true.
Blaze was kind of an interesting way how we just met. I met through another mutual friend of ours, Wild, who will be showing up on this show occasionally, maybe as a fourth member or maybe as just a on again, off again guest member. But yeah, you met me at Ruby Tuesday. That's the story we're gonna stick to, Jacoby. We really don't know how we met, but that's the story we're sticking to.
What did you order that day?
I was serving that day. What did you order, Jacoby? I think it was a rack of ribs for you, and I think Angela was there, and I think you were. I think she had gotten. I want to say she got the salad bar as something, and she got something else there. Y'all were my best customers.
I'm laughing at what Jacoby said.
Yeah, Booty Thursday.
That's good.
But Blades and I just met at Would You Rather, and the friendship kind of just budded immediately.
Yeah.
Because briefly mentioned My Little Pony, because one of the cards had said something about know the entire lore of My Little Pony, and I'm like, hey, wait, I used to watch that show.
Oh, hey, wait, I already know this show. I've seen all the episodes. So
That's why Blaze and Werewolf are kind of our walking encyclopedias of My Little Pony, practically.
okay, no, that's
We wouldn't go that far. We're not that much of an egghead about My Little Pony. Leave that to the Twilight friends.
Yes.
Mine is strictly Gen 4. I've never seen Gen 1, 2, 3, or 3.5. I just seen 4 and some of 5.
And we refuse to talk about 5.
And 3.
I will talk a little bit about 3, but I refuse to talk about 5.
Oh, Tartarus, no.
I also refuse to talk about 1 and 2, but that's on a whole different level.
Hey, you can't really judge 1 and 2, okay? Okay, never mind. We're getting off topic.
No, you can't judge Gen 1 and 2. You absolutely can.
You can't judge 1. You can't judge 1 because they're just learning. They're learning about it, so you can't really judge it. They're working out the kinks to it.
Hit.
2, you can somewhat, not a lot, because there's. I'm gonna let you sit there in silence. So think about what you just said.
Kinks.
Uh-oh, the kinks.
Sugar Cube. That's for the After Dark special. Okay, not right now.
That's for the OnlyFans version of the podcast.
And you're only half joking.
Yeah, I'm only half joking.
Which the OnlyFans
Jacoby,
version I am not a part of.
Yeah, you are. You just don't know about it.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Actually, for the After Dark one, I have to get Wild and Hattie on that one.
Yeah.
Nothing against you, Wild and Hattie. If you ever watch this, it's just you two would totally fit with that.
The After Dark stuff would be fantastic.
Okay then.
We can actually say cuss words, but right now we can only say firecracker.
No, we could absolutely fucking say cuss words. I don't give a fuck.
But the children.
Girl, if there's children listening to this podcast, they better hope that they've heard worse at school, because that we will absolutely be going off the fucking rails. We're gonna be going so far off the rails, you might as well just call us a monorail.
It was time for Thomas to leave. He had seen everything.
Jesus.
Thomas wanted to explore the world, but the man in the hat said, "Nah, this is your world."
Oh no, God! All right, we're getting way.
Wolf, you're talking about how you met me and would you rather? The pony question popped up.
Yes, and the friendship just kind of budded from there. B-U-D-D-E-D, not B-U-T-T-E-D. Jacoby. But we had met through a mutual friend of ours, Wild, and we just name dropped her 3 different times. Wild had actually been the reason why I met a lot more people here on VR Chat.
Mm-hmm.
If it wasn't for one of Wild's other friends. Jacoby, I'm gonna pretend I know that reference.
Jacoby.
So far off the
Even
rails,
Jacoby.
they call you Henry, and they will wall you up.
Oh my God! Oh my God! I know what
it bad?
Jacoby's referencing.
Is it bad?
That
I don't know
will-
what that is referencing.
Is that referencing a Henry
gotta be a
Wallbanger?
reference- No. I think that's referencing Henry the Green Engine, and most likely the story of the Flying Kipper, because going so far off the rails. I mean, every time Henry pulled the Flying Kipper, he would crash, or the
Henry
train would
is
get-
the engine that they
get
built a
crashed
brick
into.
wall in front of. Oh my god, I did forget about that one.
That's right, that one. That's him.
I am so out of
They
loop right
walled
now.
him up and pretty much just said, "Nah, we won't talk about him."
I don't even know what you were talking about to begin with, so I'll just.
You know what? We'll have to do an episode on Thomas the Tank Engine stuff, because I think because I'm the one that is not only the encyclopedia of racing, but also an encyclopedia of Thomas the Tank Engine. But that's a whole nother episode for a whole nother day.
For sure.
I'll just be sitting on the couch over there just listening because I've never seen Thomas the Tank Engine.
I've seen some Gen 1 stuff of Thomas, but I haven't seen any, like, newer stuff.
I know my childhood was horrible. I never watched Thomas the Tank Engine. I never played Nintendo 64. I never played Mario. I never been outside to touch grass. What?
To be fair.
Yes. I never played Legend of Zelda.
I haven't really played a Zelda game either.
Okay. Well, you know what? This is actually a perfect transition because since we now know a bit about Werewolf, I think now the turntable turns over here to Blaze to tell us a bit about his life.
I don't think Wolf was finished telling his life story yet.
Oh no, were you?
No, I wasn't, but my life story is full of so much fucking trauma. I'm not about to be trauma dumping on this podcast.
Fair enough.
You want to talk about it?
Do you want to talk about your depression?
What? What? I don't know what you're talking about. What? Anyway, moving on, huh? What?
There's your answer.
This is not a Dr. Phil podcast, for crying out loud.
Oh, hell no. I was almost on that
Are you
fucking
sure?
show.
Are you sure? Because your name is Dodger.
But it's Dr. Detroit. I'm not Dr. Phil. Blaze, we're here to help you.
I did know about Ringo Starr being the voice of the narrator and the conductor for Thomas.
The OG narrator.
Somehow that does not surprise me somehow.
Yeah,
That former Beatles would do that.
Yeah, like I said, that's a whole nother episode for a whole nother day. But we will definitely do some Thomas the Tank Engine lore and history on a different episode. But
and we will
but
absolutely
now,
be doing
we're talking about.
We're going to be going through the history of Disney on another episode too, because I've got a lot of Disney knowledge up here that could fill up 3 episodes.
Ooh, me too. Anyway, continuing forward.
So I think it's time for the B part of our WBDV.
You met a lot of friends through WoW.
Yes, but I believe it is time for the B part of the crew. Take it away, Blaze.
What? Where's the B? Where's the B at? Where?
You're the B part of the crew. I'm the W, you're the B, and Doctor over there is the D.
Yeah.
The D's nuts.
Wait, so I got a question. So D is supplying the D?
Yes. D's nuts.
Oh my god.
Hell, but no. Hold on one second. When you, I lagged out for a second, and I thought you said, and now it's time to go to the beaver of the group because when it lagged, it sounded like you said beaver.
Oh well.
That's what Kobe just said. The beaver.
I don't think you lagged. I think I lagged.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Well, I'm sure the video will tell a tale. But yes, now it's over to Blaze. So Blaze, spill it out.
Tell us a little about yourself.
Yeah, spill the tea. Why don't you?
Don't spill all the tea, though.
Good point.
Where's my hands at? Where's my hands at? Okay.
And for those of you who did not see that on the podcast, he just spilled his coffee cup. It was empty, but he just spilled it.
Here. While you tell the story, I'll clean that up. I got some paper towels underneath my seat.
Does it say Poggers?
Yeah.
Are you going to do a plug? Do a plug.
Yes, today's podcast episode is brought to you by the wonderful people over at Poggers Lifestyle. Go to PoggersLifestyle.com/werewolf for 10% off your first purchase, and every subsequent purchases too. And remember, if you're going to be drinking water, make sure you're staying hydrated, and make sure that it's Poggers.
I need a refill.
Okay, here, Blaze.
Okay.
Blaze, I will get you a refill. Now, why don't you tell us your life story? I can hear you guys.
Well, let's see. I was born in 91. My social security number is... Wait.
Hold on.
Story. Wrong story. Wrong story. I know. I'm sorry. I had to do that. I'm Blaze. Yeah. Rainbow Dash's best pony. There you go.
Come on now. You got to give us more than that to work with. Tell us some of your likes, your dislikes, your favorite foods, your favorite band. I am not a food.
Yes, you are.
I may be the cosmic brownies to your zebra cakes, but I am not a food.
Yes, you are.
Oh boy.
No. Doctor, no.
You're not also calling me a pumpkin pie, are you?
Actually, Werewolf, I'm surprised that you didn't say that you are the brownies to his cosmic cakes because he's Rainbow Dash.
Well, he's the Rainbow Zebra Cakes.
Favorite pony is Rainbow Dash. She's best pony. Joined VR, check what? In November of 2022. 2 months later, met Wolf.
Hi.
And Would You Rather? We're just goofing around.
Shooting the shit.
We're just goofing around. And at that time, I had a Donald Trump, Joe Biden, Avatar. I was just goofing around in there as usual. And you joined at one point. And yeah, like you said, the pony thing popped up. And I don't know if it was me that switched to Rainbow first or if you did the Applejack one, but I switched to it. And then, yeah.
You did the Rainbow first because I didn't have any of the avatars at the time until I met you and got the avatars. But you brought up how Rainbow Dash was your favorite pony, and I'm like, when I was watching the show, I thought Applejack was my favorite. I did a pretty darn tootin' spot on impression of her too.
That's true.
And yeah, I was very impressed by that. Immediately added you as a friend right then and there. And things moved along very quickly, I shall say.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I'll say that I was not expecting that at all.
No.
I was not even going to get on VR that night, or heck, even get in Would You Rather, because you can only do so much in that, but it can be fun sometimes. So I figured, why not? Yeah. Slow night. And I was so lucky to meet you that night because of the past year.
It has been one hell of a ride.
For those that don't, it has been over a year since I met you, but it has not been a full year since a certain anniversary.
Oh yeah, the anniversary coming up on May 5th. Good old Cinco de Mayo.
Yep. And it's ironic because what was that world we was playing again, Wolf? When that happened?
It was Would You Rather, and the question up there was, would you rather tell everyone your deepest, darkest secret, or cut off your big toe using industrial scissors? And I said...
That's like going from one extreme to the other.
Tell everyone your deepest, darkest secret. I didn't tell anybody in the world what the deepest, darkest secret was. But I did tell the group chat that me, Wild, and Blaze had at the moment that I had a crush on Blaze.
Mm-hmm.
The next card was to tell your crush that you loved them. And I said something along the lines, well, my boyfriend lives in Georgia. And then Blaze retorted right back with, well, my boyfriend lives in North Carolina. I'm like, wait, hold on. Shit.
Yeah. I was just, okay, honestly, I was just rolling with, like good back and forth banter. But after I said that, I thought, wait, what? Did I say that? Oh.
Did that just come out the way it did? Yep. Okay. Well, here we are.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Yep. Make it official. Yep. Make it official. All right. Yep.
Been dating ever since, really? And it's been one hell of a fucking year. God damn it! With all the birthday presents and the fucking Christmas presents last year, holy shit! I've got my work cut out for me this year.
No, you don't gotta.
I do.
No, you don't got to. Doctor, this one's trying to catch up in terms of spending and getting stuff. You don't got to do that.
It's already gonna be $5,000.
No, you don't got to. It's the. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? The heck you spent?
Your microphone's a little low.
Yeah.
Mine?
Yeah, it was a bit low.
Yeah.
All right, hang on. Let me see if I can fix that.
It's fixed now, but it was.
You're not. You're not
Okay.
allowed to spend that much. Stop it.
All right.
We got a Georgia pony, a Carolina wolf, and a doctor. Yeah, we do. Kind of a. I think it's a Californian doctor, if you might say.
Yes, I am. I'm a Californian doctor. And sim racer, too.
He's a California doctor who just so happens to have his name being Detroit. No, he does not live in Michigan.
Yeah, no.
And he also has not filed for bankruptcy 5 times.
Yeah, no. Let's squash those. Let's squash those rumors right now. Who even asked that? Was that Jacoby?
No one asked that. I was just saying that out loud.
That's false. Hey, that's false advertisement. I want my money back. You're not from Detroit. How dare you?
5 times in my living memory that the city of Detroit has filed for bankruptcy.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Thankfully, I never had to. No, thankfully, I never had to file for bankruptcy.
I might have to.
Which is, good.
Well, maybe
shit.
you would quit. Maybe you would quit spending $5,000 on me, or trying to anyway.
It's not even because of the gifts I'm getting you. It's because I owe the IRS.
Oh yeah, because you know what? On the day that
That's
we were
right,
recording this,
that's right.
it was
I'm
tax
supposed to help
day.
you. That's right. I'm supposed to help you with that. That's right. But you won't let me.
You don't ask any
Filed
questions
pretty much
about people
earlier,
money.
So I'm good.
I'm not gonna say no, but I do reserve the right to refund you if I have to.
But,
Anyway,
but yeah,
so
it's
I
been a
guess
heck of it's been a heck of a ride this past year of Wolf, and it's gonna be exciting to see what else the future holds. But it's been a fun time here on VR. We'll say that. It is well worth the $250 to get the headset. Of course, you don't have to get the headset, but it's a nice little thing to have.
Oh yeah, making friends and everything about on this game has been a breeze. But unfortunately, as long as you're not a dick, I won't be a dick towards you. Unless you want to be a dick, and then I have the right to dick you down.
Yes.
Thanks, Jacoby. We are cute together. Thank you.
That goes. You know
I
what?
know.
That just goes either
I
way.
know. Wolf is the cute one. I know. Wolf is the cute one, isn't he?
And Doctor is also there. I love Jacoby. You're the best. You need to get on VR chat. Become one of our fucking guests, please. We would love to have you.
One of us.
One of us.
One of us. One of us. We would absolutely love to have you.
Latency, it's gonna be a little weird.
Hey, so does that mean Jacoby's going to join the herd?
Nice.
Ponies herd?
Oh god. Oh god.
We got a Rex, a pony, and a Nardo. This is great.
Yes. And sometimes a coyote.
So 2 guys walk into a bar, you see a Rex, you see a pony, then you see Doctor over there.
Good point. Oh, Jesus.
A horse walked into a bar.
Yeah, no.
Numerous patrons got up and left
Oh.
because they saw the horrible circumstances surrounding this joke.
Actually, you know what? I bet you Jacoby would probably join the herd, but you know what? I think he's probably going to say nay, nay.
Oh my god. The puns! Sometimes they're unbearable. Or should I say, unnayable.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Celestia, Princess Celestia, can I have that lightning strike come hit me now, please?
No,
Thank you.
because Celestia's not
No, this is the
Celestia is not in charge of the
Wrong
weather,
map.
and you know that.
wrong map.
She can do whatever the heck she wants.
Then she'll trap you on the moon.
But yes, anyway, you were gonna say?
Alone on the moon. What?
Okay,
You were gonna
no.
say something?
No, you're not getting that song stuck in my head. You're not getting that song stuck in my head. For together we are all alone on the moon. No.
Don't make me throw this coffee at you. Stop it.
Mmm,
You get
kinky.
copyrighted. Stop that.
Thank God that's a rubber cup.
I'll take the rubber bullets more.
Oh,
Woof.
God.
You'll send us your agent's info. You know what? Have your agent call my agent. We'll hook you up.
I don't have an agent, so go ahead and call Wolf.
Right.
Your agent.
Anyway.
Your agent is my agent.
Werewolf.
I have an agent for the
All right,
business
finish
venture.
it.
Anyway,
Yeah, go ahead,
it's doctor's turn.
Yes.
Who are you?
Absolutely. Yeah, so yes, I am Dr. Detroit. Been around VR chat for a long time, actually. I actually started on VR chat back in 2018 on the PC on my Steam account, but did not get a headset till like the middle of last year, which was 2023. Didn't become a sim racer till about the year 2019, but did not win my first race until New Year's Day of 2020. So started off the new decade with a victory in Gran Turismo Sport. After that, just kind of continued on to win races left and right, and continued to hone my sim racing skills. At the time of recording this, excuse me, I'm actually I'm at 163 victories combined with GT Sport and GT7. I'm also a YouTuber as well. I started YouTubing at the back in 2013. Didn't have the resources, but this is actually my third channel because my other two ones got hacked and stolen and destroyed beyond recognition. But no, my current one called Dr. Detroit Video Stuff has become my big one. That one currently has like 158 subs currently, and my best video on there is my Darlington Xfinity race from 2022, or I think it was like at the beginning of 2023, where it has like 658 views on it. It's crazy. So the algorithm has been my friend and my enemy at the same time. But here on VR Chat, I made a lot of friends, and unfortunately, I was kicked to the curb by a former friend group. And if it wasn't for a good friend of mine by the name of Salem Adams, who took me into their friend group, I met a bunch of people in there, and like the first night we went to this one puzzle building map, and after that I just kept building and building and building, and then I ended up meeting Blaze at a virtual lens gathering. He was the Zebratar, and then took me over to check out his boyfriend at the time, which is Werewolf. And we kind of discovered that we had a chemistry because we would sometimes just go hang out in a world and just shoot the shite and see like what actually stuck on the wall. And sometimes we had some really hilarious things. I mean, that's actually where we got some of the other turns, like Asa Lantern is something that we got. We also got, oh shoot, did you fall?
I did not.
I heard something fall.
No, I'm
Okay,
good.
I heard something fall in the background, so I thought something was a little different. But no, I actually am going to be a host in virtual rooms here very soon. And the best thing too is that all of us are going to be at a convention, the Ferality Umbra, over at June 9th through the 6th. And,
I hope so as
and
well.
By the way, And by the way, too, I need to say this, but my dear friend Art by Ashley is going to be a vendor over there at Ferality Umbra. So if you don't know who Art by Ashley is, she makes a ton of avatars and stuff like that. Go check out her work. She's awesome. She's one of the main bigwigs in Furry Springs and Virtual Limbs. Absolutely fantastic. Very British. Very, very cool. So, go check her out. And
Cheerio.
I also... Yeah.
Oh my god.
And usually...
Sorry.
Oh my god, I just realized what the hell you just said.
Cheerio.
I'm sorry. Cheerio.
And
Jolly good show.
And the last two things that I'll say is that you'll usually see me as a Nardo, like I am right now, or sometimes you'll see me as a Coyote, preferably Antoine de Coulette. He is the swordsman Coyote from Sonic the Hedgehog and the Ouchie Sonic comics. And if you see me on the racetrack out there at Gran Turismo 7, I drive the number 24, Axalta, Carvana,
Go 24!
Thrustmaster, Oreo, and what's the other thing? Virtual Limbs, Chevy Corvette, or the number 24 Axalta, Alfa Romeo 155 GR4. But pretty much, if you see number 24 out there, chances are it's me.
Go so, number 24.
Yeah, I'm all over the place. Oh yeah,
24 best racing
and also
number.
I have a little bit of indeed, but I also have a little bit of mental health training as well. Like I know some of the different mental health things. I'm not an expert, I'm not a pro, but I know enough that I can help people out in times of need. And that's one of the things I like to do is I like to entertain and I like to help and I like to race. So that's one of the cool things.
You know what, Jacoby? Yes. 24 Jeff Gordon, hell yeah, best racer of all time, in my opinion. I know he's not, but in my opinion, he's the best.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So much so that I had a dog named after him. I named a dog Gordon after Jeff Gordon.
Cool. But you want to know something interesting though? Before I was the 24 officially, I was the number 84 because I was in a few other leagues and the 24 wasn't available, so I had to go with the 84. But then, more recently, I switched back to the number 24, and then just kind of do some different ones. What were you doing over there, Blaze? Because you're kind of laying your head like
I was shaking my head. I was.
Okay, Jacoby. Can we get a rest? Can we get a moment of peace for that, Jacoby? Dale Senior. May he rest in peace. Yes, but
I have a comment about that actually.
What do you got?
About Dale Senior.
Go for it.
You know what? I have been a NASCAR racing fan for a long time. You know what my very first race I watched was?
What was it?
The 2001 Daytona 500.
Oh, see, that sends a dagger through the heart.
Yeah, I've gone back and watched it. The race is what I will say is one of the best races they've ever had at Daytona. The package they had at Daytona, that was amazing. 2001, 2002, they had the best package. I wish they never changed that. Even NASCAR today, they said they wish they never changed it because that was one of the best racing they had. But yeah, I watched that entire race. It was great. The big one that they had, oh my god. And then to see that last lap, and then to know what happened later on, the announcement. So my very first race, I watched the driver get sadly killed. That's damn it.
That's
man.
What a way to be introduced to the sport because that was a big deal. I mean, you had Michael Waltrip win after not winning for 463 races, and then that stuff happens. And I remember that it took 2 hours for them to actually say what happened. Like it was about 2 hours after the race out here when they finally announced it. That really destroyed everybody.
They needed to process it, and how the heck are we going to say this? Because
how the heck do we put this to the media team?
Move on.
How's the PR going to look after this?
I mean, they had that happen before. Alan Kowicki, Davey Allison, Joe Weatherly, but no disrespect to any of those, but I mean, Dale kind of was more.
Dale was like the face of NASCAR at the time.
Yes.
That's right.
That had to be a pain for you too, Jacoby, because that being your first race, and your friend was introducing you to NASCAR with that race had to be harsh.
That was Jacoby's first ever race too. Was watching 2001 Daytona 500. Damn. Jesus.
I think my first ever race was way back in '95. I forget what track it was, but I know Gordon won that day, and I got attracted to that beautiful rainbow car, which
1995.
from time to time, from time to time I do run a rainbow Axalta car because that was what Gordon drove. In fact, I'm not scheduled to race the rainbow paint scheme again till
June.
May. I'll have it for May.
So your first race was 95 and Gordon won, okay? So it was either Rockingham, Atlanta, Bristol, Daytona, New Hampshire, Darlington, Dover, or Dover.
I'm gonna say it was Bristol.
And yes, I did look that up.
Yeah, I think it's probably Bristol. By the way, guys, I'll be right back. So talk amongst yourselves, but I gotta talk to the sound guy really quickly. So I'll be right back.
Yes, sound guy. We'd introduce you, but he does like to be hidden, and we do like to keep those who want to be hidden on the podcast hidden if they want to be. Say hello, sound guy. Hello. Sorry, that was bad. That was rude of me. He doesn't sound like that. He doesn't sound like that at all.
So, would you like to plug something, Wolf?
Yes. Well, here on Twitch, because this is going live on Twitch first, before it does get uploaded to all the podcast sites that I will be uploading it to. Let's just go ahead and plug the Discord. Go ahead if you're new here around the channel. Go ahead, join the Discord. All stuff goes up there before it comes here. And whenever I go live, I do like to post up on the Discord. For those of you who do have the coin to spare, and if you don't, that's okay too. I do have a merch shop. It's got pretty much a little bit of everything. It does have a bathing suit just in time for the summertime. I do have that on sale right now. Got that at like 10% off at the moment. So, if you are in the market for a new swimming suit, I do have a swimsuit up there. I also have a bikini up there too for the ladies and those who identify as one as well. I do have a pet bowl. I have not used it yet. I probably won't use it until I get it myself. But from what I hear, it is great quality pet bowl for the wonderful 4-legged or 2-legged pets in your life. And I will also be plugging in today's wonderful affiliated partnership for this podcast episode brought to you by PoggersLifestyleBrand.com. Go to PoggersLifestyle.com/werewolf for 10% off your purchase. And as always, if you're going to drink water, make sure it's Poggers. Those of you who are watching on Twitch, I do have my YouTube. YouTube just went linked up. For those of you who are listening to this, all of my other socials will be linked below in the podcast episode and in the YouTube video. Those of you watching on YouTube, hi, hello. Don't forget, if you do like what you see, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to help out that wonderful algorithm. And when you do, don't forget to hit that bell. When I watch Twitch all day long and need a fresh, refreshing, quenching drink for tilted streamers, I choose Poggers Lifestyle. Poggers, it's better than a jacuzzi stream. Y'all should write my fucking stuff. I will be making a future link 30-second long ad for it, so you might see that ad pop around every once in a while on YouTube if you are watching YouTube with ads. I may or may not also be making it on YouTube for it to be Reddit as well. For those of you who do use Reddit. With all that, though, I will also say, if you do feel so inclined to do so, please do donate. It is not required, but it is very much welcomed. The donation message should be popping up here shortly, or whenever it does. Yes, it is. This is the Introduction Stream Podcast.
So this technically is episode 1.
I forgot about that one, too. I forgot about that link, too. That is for the Streamlabs donation. I do have a donation going through Coffee as well. So, if y'all do want to go ahead and donate, you are more than welcome to do so. It is not required to watch or participate in any of the streams, but it does help.
I got a question.
I may have an answer.
What is the thing that we're donating to, Wolf?
It will be helping upgrade both the PC and anything else that I will be needing, such as any bills or anything else.
What about the charity?
Oh yes, I do have a charity stream going on here on YouTube. You can donate to the American Heart Association. It is a wonderful charity that I fully believe in, seeing as I do have a family history of heart disease and heart attacks with stroke.
Sign.
Okay, Jacoby, you know what? That's the name of this episode now. Episode 1, The Phantom Menace Lantern.
Hey, that's not fair. Hey, you know you can't do that, right? Unless you do a reveal. You know that, right? Otherwise, why would you name it that unless you have a reason for it?
You know, you're right.
Yeah.
We'll reveal that at a later episode. So we will still be brainstorming the ideas for this episode.
But Jacoby, that is actually a good one. I like that.
It's a nice little play on the Star Wars franchise, too.
Yep. Oh, yeah. I've never seen Star Wars, but I know that reference.
The Phantom Menace Lantern. I should probably have gone and get something to drink because I am thirsty, and I should probably be drinking some Poggers.
You should. What kind of flavors do they got over there at Poggers in terms of drink-wise?
Well, for now, they've only got 4 different flavors, one of which is a wonderful, wonderful energy blue raspberry flavor. They also have a wonderful mango flavored for the hydration drink, and 2 wonderful flavors for their sleep powders, one of which is a grape flavored, and the other is an acai berry flavored. Remember, PoggersLifestyle.com, where it's wetter than a jacuzzi stream.
Wow.
Now is Jacoby coming up with that?
It's wetter than the...
Anyway, I'm done.
I can't. I'm gonna do it. It's wetter than Belle Delphine's bathwater.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hey, Jacoby. Hey, I see your... Hey, Jacoby, don't think... I can see your comment in the chat. You know that, right? How dare you?
And I can't even see chat, so...
Jacoby said,
I
Blaze never seen Star Wars, #unfollowed, #unsubbed.
Oh, really?
Hey, Jacoby, let me explain myself, okay? I have never had the means to watch it. I could go out and get the things, but I haven't. I've seen the Family Guy Star Wars parody that they've done of all of them, so I understand the goings on. I've also never seen Star Trek, so.
And he just said he wrote what he wrote, so.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you one thing.
It's
understandable.
I mean, I have seen Star Wars and I have seen Star Trek, preferably the original one with William Shatner and Leonard Nimoy. But you know what? Star Wars is a little bit easier to get into than Star Trek because Star Trek there's just like so many little nooks and crannies and other sorts of stories and things like that pertain to like future episodes. When you go to Star Wars, all the movies kind of intertwine with everybody. But no, that's rather interesting that you have never seen those. But maybe one of these days we'll have to record a podcast like on a Star Wars map or a Star Trek map of some sort, just to kind of like show Blaze here.
No,
like,
Jacoby, I have never seen Star Trek. Look, I know the goings on about it. Like, I've seen the stuff from Star Wars. I've seen the stuff from Star Trek. Like, I've seen pictures and drawings and all the goings on. I've just never sat down and actually watched the movies. So,
right.
I know about Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi. I know the names of the majority of them. I've just never actually seen them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too bad that we can't even like show them here on the podcast. But it would be so awesome to like,
Wait a minute, Jacoby. I like Marvel. To be honest, I've never seen a lot of the Marvel movies either. So
No, he's saying if you like Star Wars, you like Marvel. If you like Star Trek, you like MSNBC.
You know what? I hate that I've never seen any of those two, but I get what Jacoby's talking about. That's bad.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh, Jacoby, that's good. That's good.
Oh my goodness.
Jesus.
Well, if we're talking about what we've actually seen and stuff like that, I've not seen a single Marvel movie, none of the new stuff or anything like that, because I'm not into that malarkey. But no, I have not seen the Star Trek films per se. I have seen The Wrath of Khan and The Search for Spock, so I know a little bit about those. And I've also seen Star Trek: The Next Gen with Patrick Stewart at the helm as Picard.
Patrick Stewart Picard is probably like my favorite Picard, though.
Yeah, I'll say that. I'll go with you on that werewolf. But what was the chat saying about like the stuff I was talking about just a few minutes ago? Anything?
You mean, what do you mean? The
like any other comments on what I was talking about what I do and stuff.
Let's see. Jacoby said, dude, Dr. Detroit has a bunch in common with me. Yes, I would wholly believe that. Jacoby also said, how is Doctor sounding like the most professional YouTuber intro?
Hello, Detroit.
Whoa, what the?
What?
Hi, Ren.
Whoa, what's up?
Hi, Tim.
Hello.
Hi there. I don't think I know you. Yeah, your name's all white and stuff like that. Okay, who knows him?
I do. Hello.
Who dis?
Me? Yeah,
You do?
hello.
I do. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the podcast.
Okay, hi there. Yeah, hi there, bro. Let's see.
What's
Sir
happening?
Renton. Well, we're recording an episode of the WBDV podcast right now, and all of a sudden you came in. I don't know why security didn't stop him, but
Security.
but yeah.
Can I join?
I mean, if you want to listen in, you can pull up a seat right over there or something like that. It's always good.
Wait a minute. Wait. This is Chicago, right? Shouldn't this Ninja Turtle be in New York?
Good point. Unless you know what, they have something different. But yes, so now we have a Ninja Turtle joining in on the mic over there. So anyway, I guess welcome to the program.
Yeah.
So, Jacoby also said 2018, whoa, you're old. And we've guys to talking about the agents that we were talking about as far as the jokes earlier. Talking about having his agent contact my agent. Jacoby said, isn't your agent just Blaze?
You know what?
The comment on one of your videos having 658 views. Woohoo. And then he also mentioned the Art by Ashley shout out.
That's good. I mean, I will say this though. When Jacoby said that I'm a professional YouTuber, I mean, I sound like one. I am no professional in any way, shape, or form. I mean, my stuff is like the lowest budget stuff, but I at least use Bandicam, and I do all my other recordings and things like that. But no, I've done this. I've done this enough to kind of like. I mean, I've done this enough that I know kind of like what to expect. I mean, right now I'm kind of on a recording hiatus. I do have some stuff in the chambers ready to be released, and a few things that got to be edited together, especially the wonders of painting, and of course one-day restorations, which I can reveal it now because this episode is going to be released in the future. But there's an episode of
My future.
But there's an episode of one-day restorations that has been held over since like 2022. We're going to be restoring what's called a Dodge 4 Interceptor.
Nice.
If you don't know what that. Yeah, if you don't know what that car looks like, go look up the 1987 Charlie Sheen movie, The Wraith, and you'll see it. It even paced the Indianapolis 500 field, but we're going to restore one. And the good news, all the footage is intact. I just have to edit it together and do its thing, and then it should be released. I don't know when it's going to be released, but we'll see what happens.
So Jacoby said, my favorite captain is either Captain Pike or Captain Sisko. I don't mind Picard, but I agree with Sisko not liking Picard because of the Borg ordeal. But I don't want to throw this into the universe. And then he also says, Doc over here being like, I'm not that pro. Converses about YouTube stuff. He sounds pro. He's excited about the Dodge Interceptor as well.
Hey, take it. Hey, take this.
What? Oh, you got the.
I threw the banana behind
you got the coffee cup over there. God damn it.
Okay.
The banana and the coffee cup have been kind of our temporary logo at this point, especially for things like this. But yeah, no. There you go. And you know what too? I'm actually very surprised because I thought the Interceptor would not be well received, but when I mentioned I had the footage for it, people are like, yes, do it, and I was like, okay.
The Interceptor is probably one of my favorite Dodges. If I would have to be 100% honest, I love the Dodge Interceptor design. It has always been my favorite.
Well, the good news is that I have one.
Myself.
Nice.
Oh.
I know I have the footage for it, so I've got to edit it together.
And that's the bitchy part about it, isn't it? Editing.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't really do too many big edits for a lot of my videos. A lot of times it's like a lot of speed cam and stuff. I'm sorry, what was that, bro?
I said I don't do edits on YouTube at all because I post it as it is.
Yeah, I go raw footage half the time, but if I can find myself an editor that will edit my videos, I will absolutely find somebody.
Yeah. I don't edit mine either.
Sometimes the raw footage is the best footage. I mean, sure, it doesn't do well for audience retention, but it does help bolster the numbers a bit.
You know, Werewolf, I wish I could say that I could be your editor because I edit my own videos and everything, but unfortunately with my work schedule and everything else that I do, I wouldn't be able to do it. But who knows? Maybe in the future I might be able to edit one of your videos. Because I use Wondershare Filmora to edit my videos. I have the lifetime license, and it's really good. It's a lot better now that they did the update.
I have been putting up ads on Fiverr for editors, so eventually I'll get an editor off of Fiverr, but hopefully it's not going to charge that much. Especially since...
I forgot to tell you something else.
I mean, Fiverr is like $5, right?
I also have my own TikTok account.
Nice.
Yes, Jacoby, I go raw.
I have one too. Technically, I have one too, but I just do it just to follow friends on there, so I never post anything.
I have a TikTok. I've only posted one video up there, and it was at the turn of the new year.
So I post from time to time, so yeah. And I have over 1,100 followers on there.
Nice. So your most viewed one, you said your most viewed one was what, 658, or liked?
Something like that. It was the Darlington race called Darlington Stripes. It was the Sports Clips dang it! The Sports Clips Help a Hero 250 at Darlington. And that's when we did the
Was that likes or views?
views.
Hmm.
And that's when we did that really cool. Yeah, that's when we did that really cool Poncho Carter throwback too. We did a paint scheme to Poncho Carter, which was really neat. Old IndyCar driver. Look him up on Google if you don't know. But yeah, we had a beautiful car for that number 46 Xfinity car that we ran with. We started way back in like 15th, but won. I mean, that car was fire, man.
159 followers on TikTok.
Nice.
The
That's nice
only
indeed.
video that my one public video that has the most amount of views on my channel has 36 views, and that's the one of my public videos. I've got a couple of videos up there that is unlisted and private. One of which private video has 148 views, but I don't talk about that video.
We talking YouTube?
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, in terms of YouTube,
Well,
So like,
The most views-
over a year ago, one of my videos had 298 views on YouTube.
nice.
good. That's pretty good. Whoops.
So,
Dang
yeah.
it. Why does this always happen?
Yeah, you stood up.
You gotta readjust. There you go.
Did you open up your
And
In
menu?
terms of you,
No,
why?
because I was.
My most
Yeah, something like
viewed
that.
video
But,
had 345 views.
Okay.
Nice. In terms of my most
But,
viewed
but that-
one,
but
I
that's
have a race on mine in our 2003 at Daytona Beach. It has 234 views. That's in terms of race wise.
Nice.
The most viewed video that I have was years ago. It has 23,000 views.
Christ Almighty! What did you put up?
Damn.
It's not even a public one anymore. But apparently even though I removed it, it still says it's still up there. And it's still
Private videos. It's still there.
it's not private. I deleted it completely, but it's still collecting them. It said in the past month it's gained 500 views. So that doesn't make no sense.
So-
How can it be deleted, but it still gets views?
So like what video would get that many? Is it a PG version of a date between you and Werewolf?
No, this is way even.
Oh, viewers, if viewers and listeners, if you want to actually hear a recreation of our first date in the podcast, just go ahead and leave a comment down below. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
No.
Yeah, whatever.
Our first date was part of my Cinco de Mayo stream last year. I took 16 shots of
Yes,
tequila
I was.
and only remember 12.
Yes, you did.
That's the best. That's
There's
funny.
a reason why it's 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila, floor.
Oh God.
Yes, Jacoby,
Yeah.
23,000. Yes.
And apparently he also wants to see a recreation of our first date. Jacoby wants to see a recreation of the first date.
Jacoby.
That's not Jacoby.
Oh my god, that's you?
Oh. Okay. So.
I posted it. I posted it in Wolf's chat. I want to see it.
So I need to correct myself on something. I said that my most viewed video was the Darlington video. I stand corrected. That was my second most viewed. The first most viewed was when I was doing my Camping World Truck Series season when I was still streaming at the time. And that video is called Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, Kansas 250 Race 9 of 23. The two Kansas races that we did, I won the first one, and in that one I finished second. But for some reason, that thing's got like 657 views, and I still don't know how I got those. because you know what, that race we didn't lead a single lap, I don't think, but I know that we finished second. I mean that was an epic race, but still, the Kansas race has been my number one ever since.
Someone could have shared it, posted it somewhere, get more views. You know how it is.
Somebody may or may not have also have it open on a background tab, having it on loop.
Yeah, maybe so. Because, you know
wink,
what,
wink,
then the rest
wink,
of
wink,
it-
winkety, wink, 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 wink,
Hey, wait.
Maybe so.
winkety, wink.
I had one older YouTube account that has like 951 views 6 years ago.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Neat. And you know what, too? I think you know, as we brag about, you know, the views and stuff like that, we should also probably say some of the YouTubers that kind of influenced us.
Oh, I have a whole
Kinda like
fucking
make the-
list of YouTubers that influenced me. I'm gonna go ahead and give those. I've got 10 like right off the top of my head that I would like to give a shout out to, cause y'all will know some of them. I do want to thank.
Shout out time.
I want to thank Captain Sparkles for his Minecraft vids, for getting me involved into Minecraft in the first place. Jerome ASF as well, because goddamn it, if it wasn't for those two, I probably would have never known about Minecraft. I'll also thank Captain Sparkles for getting me into Gary's mod too.
Okay.
I'll have to see about opening up a server on Gary's mod, see if we can do some Gary's mod stuff here. On the
Absolutely.
channel, as far as YouTube goes and on Twitch. I also want to thank. I also kind of want to shout out C Nanas. I know he hasn't been active as of late, but C Nanas has been one hell of an inspiration on me as an individual, and goddamn it, I will quote him to the day I die sometimes. I do also want to give a shout out to Game Grumps, the original Game Grumps with Ego Raptor and with
And JonTron.
JonTron, and also the newer Game Grumps with both Aaron and Dan Avadan. I also wanted. Jacoby,
Sorry.
that's hilarious.
Yeah, I saw Jacoby's. Yeah.
His most viewed
Jacoby
video
said-
is that one
I like to
episode
thank-
of.
I like to-
Okay, guys?
Go ahead.
Jacoby said, my most viewed video is that one episode of One Tree Hill that you can't even see me in. And I'd also like to thank the Baby Jesus and Mountain Dew, giving us a throwback to 2012 MLG Pro montages.
Oh.
Ma, get the camera.
Oh God.
I also
Thank you,
want.
baby Jesus.
I also want to give a shout out to Gassy Mexican. Again, he pretty much inspired a lot of stuff that I do nowadays.
Oh gosh, Gassy Mexican. Yep.
Yeah, it's
I
good
know
old
him.
Max. Good old Max on Gassy Mexican. Along with that whole crew, mind you. The Nanos crew, all of them. Minx, Gassy Mexican, Nanos. Like, all of them have been a
Oh,
huge
yeah.
inspiration. I also want to
see Nanners. I forgot about him.
I want to give a shout out to the Hermitcraft crew too, because they also inspired me. You got Grian, Mumbo
okay.
Jumbo, Good Times of Sky, like all of them inspire the hell out of me. I also want to give a shout out to one content creator that Blaze doesn't necessarily like, but a lot of other people do.
What?
I want to give a shout out to Markiplier
like?
because Markiplier has also kind of given me quite a bit of inspiration.
Okay,
Hello,
can I
everybody.
defend
My name's
myself?
Markiplier.
Can I
Can
defend
tell
myself,
who
Wolf?
inspired me?
You can defend yourself.
I say that half-heartedly, jokingly in a way. I've never honestly seen any of his stuff.
I
say
mean,
jokingly,
that's fair.
you know. I don't like PewDiePie. Like I've seen bits and clips from him, but
Oh, no, the
watching
hate for
PewDiePie, I don't like him.
The hate for PewDiePie is warranted. I mean, the hate for PewDiePie is absolutely
I don't like-
warranted
Yeah.
because he's
Well,
anti-Semitic.
Markiplier,
He's
I'm
also
just joking.
he's anti-Semitic and has also said the N-word on several occasions, mind you, with no reprimand.
No, I have to disagree on that because he didn't want to tell. In one of his videos, he said, "I didn't want to tell that N-word," and he said I don't know what was I into, and he said sorry for saying N-word without any reason. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's still the fact that he said it.
I mean, okay, I got a question when he said it. I don't want to get the whole thing. Did he say it live, or was it like a pre-taped video where he kept it in there?
I think it was a pre-taped video where he kept it in there.
He was like.
Okay, so if it was pre-taped, if it was pre-taped, you should. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
I saw one of his videos, when he said, "What the fucking never."
Yeah.
And he said after that, after that he said, "Oh fuck, sorry for saying that word."
Well, you see, the problem with that is, if it's a pre-taped one, he had the opportunity to go back and check the videos. You're supposed to always do that anyway.
Check the VOD.
Yeah.
Check the VOD for anything that might get you in trouble.
And he should have known well ahead of time to cut that out. You can always retape it or whatnot, but he willingly kept that in. Now, so if he said that every time he said that certain word that was pre-taped, I mean, he's doing that on purpose.
Yeah, pretty much.
So,
unfortunately.
Live, okay, you kind of got a little bit of.
Can I tell who
you
inspired me?
Who inspired you?
M&A Productions.
That would be What?
I don't know who that one.
You know the 3 in the morning challenges. You know who that is?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Jacoby,
He inspired me.
Jacoby, you're right. Yeah, I mean, it's still,
I mean, yes, the hard part of the N-word in other countries is that it doesn't have the same historical significance as it does here in America. But it's still the fact of that it is so widespread at this point that anybody who uses
the
it.
history behind that damn word.
I say nobody should say it at all, either versions. But that's just me.
I know, but I know the complete history behind that word.
I mean, so do I, but it's also
in
not.
Old, in ancient version of negra or negro, that means that was used as maybe division of people, but after that. Their word became like insult, like never and stuff like that. You know what I mean, dude? Right?
Something like that. But let's cleanse the palate a little bit here. So, were those all the YouTubers that you were influenced by Werewolf?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. Okay. For me, two of those YouTubers, or actually one of those YouTubers you mentioned, Markiplier, I was definitely a fan of his early on because I liked his Happy Wheels content.
Oh, for sure.
And of course, I was the one that could always, and of course, I was the one that I could always imitate. Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier, and welcome back to Happy Wheels, or welcome back to Five Nights at Freddy's. But I think what I loved more about him was that he would do like the oddball games, the oddity type ones. Like probably one of my favorite videos still to this day is when he played Plug and Play, that really bizarre type game where you're just plugging things in and watching things play.
Yes,
that game was so weird. Another couple of YouTubers that actually inspired me. Was this
that Markiplier? No.
Yeah.
Do you know when he had to go with the microphone like
Yep. Of course, that's a Wilfred Warstash stuff.
Who killed Markiplier?
Yeah. The other one who I really enjoyed was Germa985, who recently, actually a couple of years ago, moved to Twitch. But you know what? He's still the most real person ever. Like, he still sounds like he did from way back in 2012. He's still absolutely hilarious. He's streamed many games. I mean, he did an 11.5-hour stream of the Simpsons Hit and Run game for the PC, and it was very epic, really good. And actually, Germa's Way is actually kind of.
I used to have that game on computer a long time ago.
Okay, nice. Another one that kind of inspired me was Adam Savage's Tested. Adam Savage of the Mythbusters, because that's kind of where my one-day restoration show comes from.
I substitute your reality. I reject your reality and substitute my own.
Exactly. And then, of course, I can't get too far into it and not talk about Electroboom because
Oh.
he's the one who is absolutely hilarious. He's the one that gave us the full bridge rectifier and also, blow stuff up. In fact, he's the one that I kind of learned a lot of my electrical stuff from, and I kind of do that whenever I, go do other things. But I would probably say the only other thing that also inspired me was, believe it or not, the original OG Game Grumps, just like you, Werewolf, because the Game Grumps are the ones that played Portal 2, and I bought the game the very next day, and that's what started my journey into being a virtual trucker, a sim racer, and all that kind of good stuff. But yeah, I kind of consider myself, my way of YouTubing is sort of like a cross between Adam Savage and probably Jesus, epic voice crack. Adam Savage and
Yeah.
So I
probably
plan to
Electroboom,
return to YouTube.
something like that. But yeah, no,
I
those are the
plan to
guys that
return
they
to
use.
YouTube when I reset my password.
Yeah, but yeah, no, those are
You know?
the ones that kind of inspired me, and believe it or not too many racing YouTubers because a lot of them tend to be very full of themselves and very like and sometimes
Do
they
you like Need
overreact.
for Speed?
I used to play Underground 2 for the PlayStation 2, but I haven't done any Need for Speed titles since that. I tried to get into Carbon, but Carbon's way too story based for me.
My
I just
favorite-
wanted to
my
get
favorite
right
racing
into
game
it.
of
Need
the,
for Speed Most Wanted.
My favorite racing
Mhm.
game with the PlayStation 2 era would have to be the Midnight Club Dub Edition. Midnight Club 3
Okay.
Dub Edition.
I
Because it had my
can
favorite
go with
car. My dream car would have to be the 1957 Bel Air with the light blue outside, sky blue outside, with the nice fucking silver trim
Like
on the
Chevy
inside.
Bel Air, right?
that. Mm-hmm. It's a shame
Chevy
that
Bel Air, right?
Yep, the Bel Air.
yes. It's a shame that that GT7's only car from the 1950s that comes close to that is the Corvette C1. The only other thing that actually looks that cool
Mhm.
is that there is one in there that is like the Buick Roadster.
Yes.
I think it goes for like $400,000. I'd have to double check that. And if it's in the game, I'll
Okay,
send you
never
a
mind
picture of
that.
it.
You can talk.
But I'll send you a picture of it if I remember that it's in there. But I know that it was a car in Gran Turismo Sport, but I believe it's also in GT7.
I saw the
under
real
Sema
life
Awards.
version of Need for Speed Payback, Volvo P130 Amazon in real life.
Okay, that's cool,
And
yo.
it was so amazing car to see.
Yeah. No.
Oh.
You're a partial YouTuber, but did you have anybody that
Partial?
inspired
Yeah.
you besides
Me?
Partial? What do you mean partial? I'm not in retirement. What do you mean partial?
Okay.
I'm still active.
yeah.
I just not.
Me or him?
You can go next. You can go.
Yeah, okay. So, I was first inspired by NNA Productions, then the Smash Jolly, then, our few of Balkan YouTubers like Kowalska, Gwimpy, our main YouTubers that ruled the scene for a very long time. So basically, they inspired me to start my own YouTube channel at 2017. That's when I became YouTuber for the first time of my life.
Okay, so we've got to take a short little break. Gonna have to take a short little break for another plug. We will be right back to the WBDV Podcast. All right, thank you, Jacoby,
Damn.
Thank you for Jacoby for showing up here, and I do hope you have a good night's sleep. Have a good day at work tomorrow. We do have
Great.
to do a little bit of plugging. Here's a merch link. That just literally just popped up. So if you do feel like giving me some money, you don't have to. But go ahead. Go ahead and do get some merch. It is a
Calm down.
there's quite a few things up there. I've got a T-shirt
Oh
and
my
everything else. I've got a duffel
God.
bag, and I also got a few bathing suits up there,
It
ready for the
loses
new,
up throw,
ready for
right?
summer.
No.
We are
Don't you say anything.
we are also having a charity stream. We are going. This is also a charity stream.
Okay.
For any
I was not
donations
gonna
to the
say
American
anything.
Health Association, I will be
I
trying to
wanna
match
talk
any
to
of
you,
them.
Dodger.
Oh, okay.
There's the Discord link
Oh, yeah,
for
you were
those who
looking
want
at
to
a
join my
certain
Discord.
werewolf. I mean, I could see it in his eyes, and I could see it in your eyes too.
You're-
It's very tricky. It's very
You're
tricky.
you're the innocent one. You're the innocent one in here, Dodger.
Y'all are being a little bit too
What?
loud while I'm
True.
trying to do these plugs.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
sorry.
There's a Discord link. I do post up there whenever I go live. So whenever y'all do feel like going to do so, it's right there. And as always, today's wonderful podcast episode is brought to you by the wonderful people at PargoLifestyle.com. Go to PargoLifestyle.com/werewolf for 10% off your purchase. They've got wonderful drinks. They've got a nice energy drink mix with energy drink mix with a blue raspberry flavor. They also got a nice hydration mix with a mango flavored. They've got two wonderful
That's
sleep
Wolf's job,
mixes
not yours. Be
with
quiet.
acai berry and a grape flavored one. And on top of that, we do like to shout out certain people here at the stream and on the YouTube videos.
An asshole. How dare you?
I would like to go ahead and give a shout out to the wonderful Blaze Zebratar.
School kids here. Shush.
Blaze Zebratar is a wonderful longtime friend of mine and my wonderful boyfriend. Go give him a follow if at all possible. Here we also have a wonderful Dr. Detroit. We do like
Sip your coffee and quiet. Shh.
Drink coffee. This is tea, you freaking pony.
Sip your tea and quiet.
if I could, I would.
Promote, be quiet.
I would plug I would plug Doctor, but I can't. So, if at all possible, if you do feel like giving me money, you can give me money. I do take donations at any point. It is not required to do so to watch the stream or participate in the stream, but it very much does appreciate. It is very much appreciated. Any little bit of helps, it will help to go grow the stream, pay some bills if I have to, and all that jazz. Again, I would like to give a wonderful shout out to Jacoby Method. Thank you for showing up here tonight, and I hope you enjoy your night. And as always, when you come to drink your water, remember, if it's not poggers, it's nothing. And we are going to be back
That's what
in
Wolf is trying
5,
to promote.
4,
Wolf
3,
needs silence.
2, 1. We are back here on WBDV. Welcome on in, everybody. We're just going through some
Hola.
nice, wonderful backstories on all three of us, including some special guests. I do have a guest already lined up for our next episode, so y'all better be happy for that one. Y'all better be prepared. They will be bringing a type of energy that you will not be expecting.
Oh boy.
Wait, so do you
this
have to
should
be
interesting.
so if we have to be prepared, does that make you Scar?
Always.
Yay! I got Detroit. yes.
But we here at WBDV, we do enjoy having everybody here in the live studio audience. Thank you all for showing up to the live stream. We do go live here first on Twitch, and then it goes uploaded to all of the wonderful sites that do allow for podcasts. If you are listening on either Spotify or YouTube podcast, welcome on in. We here at WBDV love you, and we hope to see you next time on the next episode.
Indeed, we do.
I have one question. Can I do one shout out?
Go ahead, give us a shout out.
Go ahead.
Hi, Grandma.
There you go.
Seriously.
I'll allow it.
What?
Hey, Mom, look, I'm on TV.
Is
Come on, get
Blaze,
serious,
now
dude.
Blaze,
What the
Blaze.
fuck?
I gotta
Yes.
ask you, is
Yes.
your grandma's name by chance Granny Smith?
Oh my God,
I'm not Applejack.
that's my
I'm not
granny.
Applejack.
Oh,
Yeah.
What the fuck?
oh, sorry.
I'm not the orange.
Yeah.
I'm not the orange cow pony. Okay, that's Wolf. I'm the blue Pegasus. Okay.
The redneck.
The orange cow pony.
I mean, she ain't lying, Sugar Cube.
Oh, that's
I mean,
true. And And you know what, too? In future episodes, we may not be recording in the studio. We might actually do a little traveling during the summertime because we are looking at some other maps to kind of like check out. Because you know what? Maybe during the summertime we might be recording live from I don't know, a virtual beach, maybe a resort or something.
A virtual mansion.
You never know where we might show up. Maybe so. Something that'd be kind of cool.
A mansion that may or may not have a yacht that you have to click a picture to go to.
Oh yeah. Oh! I know which one you're talking about.
Yep.
I know which map you're talking about. But we'll keep that under wraps for right now.
Yep.
But also, I'll see if I can line up a few guests down the road. It's just gonna have to be precisely when we can and stuff like that. But I will say too, the chat has been very active tonight apparently, and it's always a lot of fun. And by the way, speaking of fun. Let me do this really quickly. We did this last week, but
Pinky.
We did
Where's
this
Pinky
last
at?
week.
Where's Pinky?
Not that type of fun,
Sorry.
dude. But no,
Not the dude.
Last week, I did provide. Last time I did do a Cup Series update from the previous race, and so I will continue that little tradition right now. So let me see here. Okay, here we go. So last week,
I can tell you.
So last week, NASCAR was at Texas Motor Speedway for the running of their race, and when it was all said and done, it was Chase Elliott that would take home the win. It'd be his first win since the 2022 Talladega race, and he did a very special tribute to the late great Alan Kowicki because Hooters was on the car. He did the Polish victory lap about halfway around the track, and also did some donuts. We'll take a look really quickly here at the top 10 finishers and see if your favorite driver finished in the top 10. So Chase Elliott was the win. Mm-hmm.
Yes, it was the first.
Number 12.
It was the first. It was the first time for Hooters since Alan Quigley won in '92, 32 years ago. Technically 33. So yeah, they broke a long ass streak. Don't forget the Xfinity and Truck.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'll touch briefly on those really quickly, but first let's take a look at the top 10 finishers from the Cup Series race. Chase Elliott was the winner. Brad Keselowski was shown in second place. However, William Byron ended up finishing second, putting Brad Keselowski to third, Tyler Reddick fourth, Daniel Suarez fifth, Chase Briscoe with his best finish so far with a sixth, Bubba Wallace seventh, Austin Dillon eighth, Kyle Busch ninth, running at the top 10, Carson Hocevar with his first top 10 of the year. Their next race at the time of recording is going to be the Talladega Superspeedway. It is the Geico 500 that they'll be doing, and that'll be this coming Sunday. Really briefly, in the Xfinity Series, Sam Mayer edged out Ryan Sieg by 2/1000ths of a second to take home the win and deny Ryan Sieg of a victory after 400 attempts to get one. And the Truck Series, it was all Kyle Busch that basically put a clinic on the field. And I don't know when this podcast goes out, but at the time of recording, the next race is for them, and the Xfinity Series is Talladega. But also this weekend, the NTT Data IndyCar Series will be racing the streets of Long Beach for the Long Beach Grand Prix, the Acura Long Beach Grand Prix, go Cadillac. And also F1 will be racing at Shanghai for the first time since 2019. That race will be taking place on Saturday evening over here in the United States. So yeah, that's your quick look at all the racing stuff. And also IMSA will be racing at Long Beach too.
It's Tokyo.
Oh yeah, electric sports, that stuff. I prefer mine.
Electric Formula E Formula EF1.
Oh yes. Oh yeah, Formula E. Yep, I prefer my vehicles with.
You forgot something.
What?
You forgot ARCA. ARCA's at Talladega this weekend too.
Oh yes, ARCA's there too. We'll see if Daniel Guy can take another win. It used to be a lot more fun, and now it's just more of a wreck fest. But it also has one of the dumbest rules where the race has to finish under the green flag, 24/7. But that's your look at all these.
I wouldn't say that's a dumb. I wouldn't say that's a dumb rule. I think that's a good idea. You know, I mean, it's a good thing for them to finish on the green, or at least try to finish.
So that was your look at racing today. At the time of recording, this is our outlook for the wonderful MLB. The Guardians had beat the Red Sox 6-0. At the time of recording, the Orioles went on to beat the Twins for 7-4. The Giants went on to beat the Marlins 3-4. The Rangers went on to beat the Detroit Tigers. Texas Rangers against the Detroit Tigers went on to win 1-0 against the Tigers. The Phillies beat the Rockies 2-1. The Angels beat the Rays 7-3. The Blue Jays beat the Yankees 3-1. The Mets beat the Pirates 6-3. The Padres beat the Brewers at 7-3.
Real quick.
Royals beat the White Sox 2-0.
Real quick.
Oh my god. The Braves beat the Astros 6-1. The Cubs just now beat the Diamondbacks. They went to 11 innings. The Cubs beat the Diamondbacks 3-2.
Damn.
The Cardinals had beat the Athletics 3-1. The Mariners beat the Reds 9-3. And the Nationals beat the Dodgers 6-4. For the standings right now, the Cleveland Guardians is at 11-5. The Boston Red Sox is 9-8.
I see.
The Cubs right now are ranked
Thursday,
6th.
The EWC will happen.
The Chicago Cubs are ranked 9-6. Right now they are. Give me one moment. The Cubs are right now 3rd in their league for the National League Central. They are only being beaten by the Pirates and the Brewers both. So far, if the season were to end today, the Cubs would absolutely be going into the playoffs, but as a wild card.
Guys, I have to announce something important about the cars and racing. Can I announce it?
Go ahead.
This Saturday we'll have Rally Croatia and WRC will happen, and it has 16 stages about rally racing.
Oh yeah, the car rally.
Yeah,
I forgot about that. That's absolutely right.
but this Thursday the EWC in France will happen 24 hours Le Mans.
Oh yes, the 24 hours of lemons. That's always a fun one to check out. If you can, anyway.
And also the Speedway in Great Britain.
That's right. And no, folks, it's not the 24 hours of Le Mans that is taking place in June. This is the 24 hours of Le Mans. So actual beaten up cars where it's not if you can survive 24 hours. It's can you survive the whole 24 hours without your car breaking down
Or exploding.
which there's a big difference. Exactly. To be honest, it would actually be a lot of fun to actually do that. Enter a car. But I feel like that if we were to do that, I think we would end up winning because I'd be able to find the parts that would fit for 24 hours, especially with all the stuff and everything. But who knows? But yeah. So that's a look in sports right now.
But also in Europe, the Magyar against the Swedish will compete in MMA sports.
And oh yeah, MMA, move my ass.
I meant the multi-martial arts MMA.
Anywho, I can talk, but no, I'm glad we got some baseball scores there because, dang, everybody was just all over the dang joint over there. If I can know really quick, has anybody been to a baseball game?
I have been to several baseball games. I've been to one Baltimore Orioles game that was back a long time ago. I don't even want to talk about how long ago it was. I don't remember. I've also been to a couple of AAA games, which, if you don't know, those are the farm clubs that do move players up into the big leagues. My local team, being the Norfolk Tides, is a farm club for the Baltimore Orioles. I have been to several of their games, and I have seen several of the players actually move up into the big leagues. So I can say without a shadow of doubt, I knew them before they were cool. I knew them before they were put on the baseball cards.
Nice. That's pretty cool. What about you, Blaze?
And
Baseball? No, I've never been to one.
I've actually been to.
I've been on the football match just once. Only once in my
Okay.
life, and it was in Bosnia.
Oh, nice.
In
For me,
Bosnia,
I've
you know?
been. Right. For me, I've been to 2 Angel games and 3 Dodger games. And in the 2 Angel games I went to, the Angels lost one of the games. They won the second one. But the weird thing was this: the first one I ever went to, it was tied like at 3-3, going into the 9th inning, and it almost went to extra innings. But the other team was up, and they literally smacked out a grand slam, and that completely screwed up the Angels. As for the Dodgers, I only been to 3 games, and each time they won. So it was really cool to see that because, you know, being a California guy, I grew up with the Dodgers as well, especially when you had Vin Scully alive saying, "It's time for Dodger baseball." Which that could even be something too, you know, saying, "It's time for the WBDV Podcast." Which is really nice. Oh yeah, and usually at this point when we talk about racing and stuff like that, I also talk about any sim races that I've done over this week. I did not participate in any of the sim races for this weekend, for this week, because the races were a Chaparral 2J race at Monza, a GR3 event at
I
Spa de
forgot to know
Francorchamps.
something about Serbia. I
my fucking God.
recently talked
Oh my
to
fucking
one
God.
of my neighbors, you know,
Okay.
and he announced that there will be old-timer cars gathering in Serbia, in Vrnjac Kabanja, in my own hometown.
Nice. And race C was a race at Dragon Trail Gardens, which I didn't feel very confident with. So this week I put my wheels up after doing that, and we'll just wait and see what happens for the next week and everything like that. Werewolf, did we cover everything that we were going to do for this episode, or is there something else that was left on the table besides the spilled coffee and tea?
I believe that is just about it for today's episode. I would like to thank some more studio sponsors. Sorry about that. I have to call them. I can't call them studio sponsors. But I would like to thank some more people for showing up for these streams and for helping fund some of these streams. Again, thank you for the Poggers Lifestyle brand. PoggersLifestyle.com/werewolf for 10% off your first purchase and every subsequent purchase. Remember, if you're going to drink water, make sure it's Poggers. I do like to give a shout out to my wonderful 2 co-hosts here, Blaze Zibratar and Dr. Detroit VR. Thank you so much for joining us today on today's episode of WBDV Podcast. And remember, as always, when you want good content and if you want some good quality content, come to WBDV. Where not only are we a radio show, but we are today's hottest topic for everything. Remember, have a good night. And remember, as we always like to say here...
Can I sign off? Hey, can I sign it off on my own way?
He's doing the outro.
I do the outros for here. And remember, as we all like to say here, keep on howling, keep on neighing, keep on doing whatever these nardos do. Stay classy, my friends, and we will see y'all on the flip side. Good night, everybody.